Hi Aries, welcome to your July reading and thank you so much for tuning in. So how are you guys feeling? How are you doing? I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. We have a lot of retrogrades and eclipses happening at this time of the year, alright? So we're just gonna go with the flow with this reading. Whatever wants to come true will come true, and I just kind of wanted to just start shuffling with you guys, so let's do that. Let's get to the first spirit message, and you have the beautiful card Stand Your Ground. So when everything is fluid and everything is in constant movement, basically because of water energy, Cancer season, going in and out with the tides, throat chakra. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is a moment when you need to stand your ground, Aries. You can do it. And you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Alright, so what area in your life do you need to stand your ground in right now? For some of you, I'm picking up really strongly, like your work is actually asking you to go back into the office, and you kind of feel more safe with staying and working from home. That's something I'm picking up on. It's not for all, but for some of you, and you kind of have to stand your ground. You have to put your health and the health of your family, if you feel guided to do that in that way, you have to keep it at number one. And you can still do your work and do all of those things and be responsible, but don't feel like you have to neglect that sense of safetyness if that's not necessarily the only option. That's what I'm getting. If you feel more comfortable with a different option and it's possible, then stand your ground in that. Make yourself feel heard. Speak your truth. Speak up and stand your ground. Maybe for you, it's in a different area than your work. Maybe it has to do with your relationship, but you really need to, stand your ground in that. With something that you want, is something you want to change. Maybe you really want to move, and your partner is not really on board with that. Then communicate about it. Communicate why you feel guided to do that, and see if you can come to a sort of a middle ground in that. But it's important to stand your ground from time to time, and I really feel it has more to do with claiming your space for yourself. Here you have the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. With that card, that's it. It's bringing in transformation. There's just things passing by is what I'm hearing, Aries. Like things that keep on passing by. Like here you have somebody offering you a cup of could be love, could be sweet words, could be romance, could be an offer of an apology, for example, something like that. Just overall somebody who's coming in with a kind offering energy. And then you have the Death card is bringing in change and evolution and just rebirth and regrowth. And those are the things, like what's going to happen is like you're going to move through different phases. You will move through phases where you have to stand your ground and things are not as comfortable. But then you also have the moments where things do feel like, you're in alignment. But this is the Five of Pentacles, meaning I do really feel that somebody who was warm turned cold, and then turns warm again, and then turns cold again. How is that? Like going back and forward with like putting their time and energy and affection towards you, and then all of a sudden it's like coming up with a harsh. It's just everything. You see, you go from sweet to quite rough, because that card can be pretty rough at times. Then you have the Five of Pentacles, being in cold, and then all of a sudden it's like, being appreciated, being seen. And then you have this the Knight of Swords, which is also, again, raw energy. Like who's going back and forward? Is it you? Is it the other person and the way they treat you? I think it's the other person, because something has got you going back and forth a little bit, feeling comfortable, feeling confident, feeling like you're on the right track, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're not, or you're really in your head space. The Devil, there's an unhealthy toxic energy around you, like not for all of you, but for some of you, when it comes to that relationship, it really is time to move away from that. It's not healthy for you to hold on to it. You know this. Like, it's not something new, I'm telling you. If that is something that's connecting to you, Aries, then you already know that it's time for you to focus on the good things. Focus on making yourself happy. Focus on people who appreciate you for you. Focusing on joy, on light energy, on adventurous, just fun and just light energy, instead of always things being so hard, having to overthink constantly where you stand with somebody, where you don't stand with somebody, right? Where you are going and how to get back to where you were. It's like going back and forward. If that's something connecting to you, I see you ending that connection, or at least the way it's set up is gonna come to an end, because it's just, there's no future in it. But like I wanted to say before, if this is not resonating for you, then what I'm picking up on is that there's a lot of back and forward happening. Then things go good, and then things go south, and it's getting you a little bit in your head space, really overthinking how you should go about something. And I feel like certain moments you feel really ready to change things up and to evolve, and then there's other moments where you just feel like, I don't even have the energy to work with this. I will just accept this as is right now. I don't have the capacity to change anything regardless. So it's what it is. But settling, it's not really your thing, Aries. See? The Tower. The Tower with the 6 of Pentacles, with the 9 of Pentacles, with the 8 of Wands, and then we have the 9 of Wands. It's like just when you're just about to walk out of the door, then all of a sudden things shift and change, and then all of a sudden they have their attention and their eye for you. But it's not a consistent, continuing thing. That's what I'm picking up on. What I do feel is that unhealthy foundations are being shaken up by the universe. It's like enough. It's like you can't stay in this accepting things that aren't for you, or that are below what you're worthy of. I see a shake-up happening, Aries, when it comes to that. So what I feel is that it started your confidence, because it spoke about your confidence in your spirit message as well. It's a confidence building action. So you build up and you're empowering your own confidence again. You're feeding that, and that's really healthy. Slowly but surely, your life experience will definitely stir you towards feeling yourself again. You see, you are still here. You are still you. It's still within you. If you feel lost a little bit, you are still you. You're not gone. It's maybe you feel like you're covered up by so much. Just so many things happened. You didn't even have really the time to stand still and think about it and just, reflect upon it. Maybe you jumped from one thing into another, and now you're like, oh wow, I see certain cycles coming back because I haven't healed that within myself. But regardless, I see you coming back to your home, to yourself. It's really a home energy I'm feeling. And your confidence level is getting back. Also when it comes to work, maybe you've been in a certain level of, in career, and you haven't really felt like you can totally be yourself in that. And then you got farther and farther removed from things you used to work on back in the days, where you would strive for, where you will go after, what was just something as part of you. And I feel like you're getting back to those things in a very good way. Like coming home to yourself, to your old self. And I think it's a more improved version, of course. You grew. But it's like coming home, keep on hearing it. And you're starting fresh with that. It's like you're demanding a sense of equal give and take. But also when it comes to other people, you going over like, how are you giving of yourself? Is that equal to what all people in your life? How is that? How are the balance? Is there a balance? Is there not? Is it something, some person that take way more from you, but then there's another person that you take from more, because, you know, it's like, what is the balance between give and take? Here we have the Three of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Hermit. Yeah, it's like going within what is connected to you, what's real, what's authentic to you. And I do see that then from there is so much more balance coming in the house, in the home. You know, the Four of Wands is like literally something that surrounds you for the next 6 months. It's finding a home within yourself, but finding a sense of home between you and a person, between the place where you live, the interior of your home, you know, how to make your home feel more homey, how make your house a home. It's two different things. So Eight of Pentacles, working, focused, working, whether it's inner work, really having, you know, the period of time where you just focus on yourself. How can you feel better about your life? How can you feel better about yourself? What is real and what is just something you adapted or you adopted, basically an opinion of another person or somebody who having a lot of influence on the direction you've been taking these last couple of months or years. And it's like, I'm not under the influence anymore, is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm not. I'm like, I woke up. I'm waking up. I'm starting to see patterns. I'm starting to see what I'm neglecting within myself, why I feel this way. Wow, that's very powerful. All right, let's see what else coming in for you, Aries. For the month of July, what's coming in for my Aries? King of Swords in reverse. They ain't got nothing on you. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. If you, exactly, again, everything is fine, but it's not. You see? What I pick up on with this is that maybe you've worked for a company for a long time and you thought you were going to get a certain level of promotion and you just don't, and you just didn't, you know, and you maybe will not ever. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to cut my losses because I'm going to take my talent, my skill, and the thing that only I can deliver to this job. I'm going to take it elsewhere where I'm being appreciated for who I am and what I bring to the table as an Aries employee, you know? And then you also have the other aspect. Maybe you feel like, okay, when I'm staying in a company, working for a company, I have all these benefits. I do, but then I have to sacrifice the most important thing, and that's my creative energy flow. That is me as a person. That's, you know, you neglected maybe the part of yourself that is more valuable than, and the level of balance and stability they can hand to you. And then I feel that you're going to take something and might start for yourself. Like start a business for yourself. That's not for all, but for some of you it's really like that because there's so much energy happening in your career as well. Yes, that's you. It's like when you stop neglecting that part of yourself and you are strong enough to say, okay, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with this work environment. I'm not okay with where I live. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with the way you talk to me, you know, like that. I'm not okay. I'm not going to settle for this. I'm going to stand my ground for once. Or what I should have done a long, long time ago. I'm going to put my feet down, and with this one time, I'm definitely going to do it. And not out of a reaction or like in the moment I feel this way. No, just really balanced, really grounded. I'm going to put my foot down, period. And then we have go from the everything is fine card to the beautiful Queen of Wands. And this is a woman or a feminine, basically. It doesn't mean, you know, it's not connected to gender. Of, yes, I have made certain decisions in my past, which if I could go back, I would like to do it differently, or I would do it differently now. But that was the old me, and I needed to walk that pathway in order to grow, in order to evolve. But also, I have life experience and things I could only learn through life experiences. And that's why I'm the chosen queen, because the Queen of Wands is the chosen queen. She is chosen to sit on that position because they love how inspiring she is, how one with the people, yet also a leader, should be. Listening, but also are capable of using her kindness and her life experience to actually show real compassion and real empathy. And that's the thing with the Queen of Wands. And then you become very grateful that you had all those life experiences and moments of going back and forward and experience with certain relationships, and you stayed in it for that amount of time. It's because you needed to learn, and all of those things collectively benefit this journey and this place you're growing towards. One more card for my Aries, please. One more card for Aries. Two. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. And then we have the 7 of Cups. That's the thing. They're feeling overwhelmed maybe with the decisions or responsibilities, or just overall there's so much going on at the same time. Quiet your mind and cut it down to 1 or 2 things instead of 6 or 7 things at the same time, Not everything is what it seems. So take some time to reflect upon your choices before you jump head first, Take some time to reflect. Know what you can handle and what kind of space you need. Don't underestimate your inner power. Don't underestimate, the power you have within is what I keep hearing. Inner strength. You can handle more than you think, but you don't always have to carry the maximum amount of load that you can carry. Sometimes leave some space. For example, you go to a grocery store and you buy so much things to the maximum point of what you can actually carry, right? And then you have like all these groceries and things like that. And then you walk, outside, and maybe there's a little store or whatever, pop-up store or something like that. And you wish that you bump into something that you weren't expecting to bump into, but you would love to carry, to buy that and take it home as well. But you can't carry it anymore, so you have to let it pass by. But that was a pop-up store that maybe was just there for a Saturday, and then you can't, it's like, you can actually handle that amount of groceries. Wait. But do you have to, though? Do you have to carry that much? Maybe leave some space, some room for a detour. Create some space. Create some weight. Options. I'm hearing options, Aries. All right, I'm gonna put 3 cards down on the table so you guys can pick your own card. You're the only sign I'm using a card reading for this month, well, at least inside the reading, because I will do one for July in general, a general pick card, but I feel guided to put 3 cards down because you guys are always so divided on your pathways. It's good, like 100% resonate with somebody and then like 15% for the other. It's like everywhere. What shall we do? Which deck should we pick? I'm gonna choose this deck. Create a little bit more space. 3 cards for Aries, please, for the month of July. 3 cards for Aries. One, 2, and 3. All right. Take a moment to just tune in. Use your intuition to guide you to the card that speaks to you the most. I'll ring the bell. All right. First card. Infinite supply. I love this card. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. You are supplied for today and for all of your tomorrows, Aries. You got more than enough. You got plenty coming towards you. You don't have to worry. Card number 2. Expect a miracle. Wow. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That's so powerful. And then you have independent. That's the energy I felt. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success. Not because somebody divines you. It's you. Right, Aries? If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, I do have some spots open in July, even though it's my birthday season. I'm going to be available for you guys this time around because we're in such a hot mess. Anyway, you can find the information in the description box. And have a lovely month of July. I love you guys so much. And yeah, go with the flow. Okay? Mwah. Bye, Aries.